Ah, it's that time again. It's the non-marathon special where I pick out a game for Christmas I might relatively think it's good for.
And so I think I have a good one for today. And I know the few previous games I went on a rant about were shorter than usual, but this was all leading up to this moment in time.
What?
The Nightmare Before Christmas. I was preparing for Elf Bowling 1 and 2. Well, in 2004 for the PS2 and Xbox, Nightmare Before Christmas Oogie's Revenge is the one to answer that call. Yeah, you didn't think it'd be this, right? This specific choice is weird, but the movie did have both a Christmas and Halloween setting, but...
Now wait a minute now, I thought I played video games.
But I wonder how the game would live up to the movie's success. It's the runner-up.
Shut up!
This is an action-adventure video game that followed the trend along with the other Disney games during the time. I feel like Disney during the mid-2000s had this thing that they really wanted to make a tie-in sequel game to their movies. Incredibles? What about Incredibles and Rise of the Underminer? Nightmare Before Christmas? What about The Pumpkin King? In Oogie's Revenge, Chicken Little, Ace in Action, Finding Nemo, The Continuing Adventures. So what does this game offer that the other ones don't? Well, it has a hub world.
I mean, does it really count though?
So let's go and see what happens in the game.
I don't know.
Now, the thing to expect from this game is basically the same premise as the movie. The main character, Jack Skellington, feels like Halloween is dull. There needs to be something to spice it up, so he gets something from the professor called... What is that? This is the new ability that you can use to your advantage. A hack and slash button masher is what this makes it. Here, watch this. This is how much fun I had in the game. And that's the game. Smack, spin, throw, you just mastered the game. But the movie? Nah. Hey, what if we gave him goo and make him save Halloween? Again! But this time I want to play as this character, not just watch it. So let's go and see what happens in the game. So he goes on a quest of some sort, I guess off screen. Oogie Boogie, the main villain, comes back to life. Not really much explanation on that at the beginning. It's really just like, hey guys, miss me much? Using the goop on your hand to defeat enemies and to... Whoa, the first boss already? What is this? What is this gameplay? Combat is the backbone of this game. The gameplay is if you combine DDR, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Kingdom Hearts, Sonic Unleashed all into one. Devil May Cry, Kingdom Hearts, and Sonic Unleashed for the general gameplay, Resident Evil for the copy and paste inventory system, and Dance Dance Revolution because it just feels like it's just Dance Dance Revolution during the boss fights.
Just make sure you don't use the dance pad.
And just for fun, Disney Infinity, because why not?
Yeah, it's future-proof. Whoa!
You can upgrade your abilities by the in-game currency. You do get to switch between 2 other costumes as well during the game, and only 2 of them have special abilities behind them, and the other ones are really just useless. Want to set enemies on fire or just become a menace to them? Make sure you play this game 5 hours into it, and switching between costumes can spice the game up a bit. Time to switch into the Santa suit. Hang on guys, I'm switching costumes. Can you not punch me in the face for 2 seconds? The controls are okay. There's non-existent camera controls, so who's the main boss here? Oogie Boogie or the camera system? The game does feature puzzles and they're fairly simple. This game is fairly easy, nothing too hard. I would have liked it if the game were a bit more challenging, and I hear you, this game is made for younger audiences, it has to be easy. Have you seen Cars the video game? One of my main issues is the lack of the game telling you what buttons are what and where to go. After the first boss, what do? Yeah, this game just says, press some buttons, you'll figure it out. I don't want to press random buttons, I want to press a button 50 times. Honestly, the game, even though it's a cool idea, the execution was bad. The game is confusing, vague about where to go and how to play, and sometimes repetitive. I don't know, I must have missed the directions. What do I need to do? Where were you earlier? Yeah, the map kind of tells you what you need to do, but doesn't really go that much in depth. Just says, talk to this person, do this, do that. Honestly, if you find a good rhythm with the fighting system and the controls, you can just spam that over and over again and really just plow through enemies. There are more complex attacks you can perform, which, hey, if you're fine with 3 hours before finding them out, like I did, then yeah, it's totally worth it. I kind of kept doing the same thing, still spamming the same action, just slipping through the game like it's nothing, i.e. I died in one spot 50 times because I couldn't take a hint. The song selection I kind of like with it, it's just the way it's used. Every single time you go into a fight, or every single time you interact with an enemy, it plays the same exact song over and over and over again. The same song at the beginning of the movie is played during when you fight an enemy. And that's not really a song that would be picked for a fight anyway. I would expect some dramatic instrumental music or something like that. You remember the clip from earlier where it had the background music in? Yeah, that was unedited. That was seriously me listening to background music while I was playing the game, so I didn't lose my mind and hearing the same song over and over and over again. And this game is almost like Sonic 06 levels of loading. Hey, you want to switch areas? You have to load, which is fine, but why does it have to load something that's already there? Sure, it's okay, but I think there could have been changes to make this game a little bit better. At this point, it's a novelty. The movie is an extremely good movie, but the game missed the mark to be a good tie-in sequel.
Well, it left a bad taste in my mouth. Nothing really wrong with it, it's just... At least it's better than Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.